Today we are discussing typhus, epidemiology, clinical features, and the management of typhus fever. Typhus is a group of infectious disease caused by Rickettsia bacteria. It's transmitted to humans by arthropod vectors such as lice, fleas. Bacteria infect endothelial cells, leading to vasculitis or inflammation of blood vessels. Historically, it is associated with war, famine, and poor sanitation. There are different types of typhus. The first is epidemic typhus. It is caused by Rickettsia prowazekii. The vector is body louse in this case. The other is endemic typhus. Endemic typhus is also called murine typhus. It's caused by Rickettsia typhi, and the vector is flea in this case. The third one is crab typhus, which is caused by Orencia tsutsugamoshi. The vector is chigger mite. General symptoms include sudden onset of high fever, headache, muscle pain or myalgia, malaise, and the chills. And they also have rash, which begins on the trunk and spreads to limbs, sparing palms and the soles. Specifically, in symptoms, epidemic typhus often causes severe mental confusion, delirium, or coma, historically referred as stupor. Whereas murine or endemic typhus has similarity, but usually milder than epidemic typhus. Scab typhus often present with an eschar, which is a black scab at the site of the mite bite. Diagnosis is based on clinical presentation and few investigations. History of travel and exposure to lice or fleas in the rural areas is important. For confirmation, indirect fluorescence antibody test is a gold standard. In addition, PCR on blood or skin biopsy of eschar is useful also. But Well-Flex test, which is used but largely unreliable and obsolete. Why the Well-Flex test is considered obsolete includes 1. Poor sensitivity and specificity. Studies show sensitivity can be as low as 33% and the specificity at 46%. And there is also high false positives. A positive titer, which is 1 in 320, can be found in high percentage of healthy individuals or those with other infections. Other is delayed positivity. Antibodies are often not produced at the detectable level until 5 to 10 days after the onset of illness, making it useless for early diagnosis. In addition, it cannot differentiate between specific rickettsial infections or species, only groups, so cross-reactivity limitations are there. That's why Well-Flex test is considered obsolete. In adults, the first-line treatment is doxycycline, whereas in pregnant mothers and in children, azithromycin and chloramphenicol is the main drug that is used to treat typhus. Early treatment is critical for a positive outcome. Severe cases involving organ dysfunction may require hospital care, including supportive measures to manage high fever, dehydration, or potentially organ failure. Prevention and the control is one through vector control, using insecticides such as permethrin, and also personal hygiene, regular washing of clothing and bathing at high temperature, used to eradicate body lice. Environmental management include rat control for murine typhus and avoiding heavy scrub vegetations for scrub typhus. But there is no effective vaccines currently or till now. As a summary, typhus is a preventable but severe rickettsial disease. Early recognition of high fever, rash, and eschar is a key. Doxycycline is highly effective in adult and in pregnant and in children. Azithromycin or chloramphenicol is effective. Thank you for watching.